Excuse me. Hi, it's Cable X again. What the hell? Trying to get this. Yeah, as you know, yesterday, Jacinda Ardern, now the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, shocks the world and resigns as New Zealand's new Prime Minister. New Zealand's Prime Minister. Says she's got nothing left in the tank in terms of Beyonce. Let's finally get married. Now, here she is, pretending to look sad and depressed. Now, it's widely believed that there's other reasons for it. Other reasons why she resigned, especially about the lockdowns. But the real reason why she resigned, because it's by the numbers, just like Liz Truss resigned by the numbers. She resigned at the age of 42, which is interesting. 42. She's been Prime Minister for 5 years. It says she's trailing in the polls, but her party's got nothing to do with this, to step down. Well, it's all a script. You know what I find interesting is that if you do the date to date from her time in office till the day she announced her resignation, it's 1911 days. Put the number the other way, you get 9111. She resigns on 1/19, a bit like 9/11. Isn't that interesting? The word resign equals 42. Her age is 42. Freemasons 42. Excuse me. She's the 40th Prime Minister. And Jacinda Ardern equals 40. Something I wanted to highlight as well is that she had, like George Bush Jr., and they had their own 9/11 event happen. I consider this to be her 9/11, the Christchurch mosque shooting, where Muslims were killed in a false flag operation, no doubt. And from that event till her resignation is 3 years, 311 days. Put that number in reverse, you get. Actually, I will speak about that in a bit, and then we just focus on the other day-to-day as well. She also, the number of weeks from that attack is 201 weeks, like Jesuit order 201. As I mentioned, New Zealand is 42. Jewish reduction, New Zealand is 40 as well. Yeah, she's 40 Prime Minister, as I mentioned. She resigns 19 weeks and 1 day, like 119. Again, another 119 I showed from the Queen's death. Is this the Queen curse? Liz Truss resigned 44 days after the Queen's death. Sorry, 44. She resigns 44 days since she became Prime Minister, and her resignation comes after the Queen's death. The Queen, is it the Queen curse? Since her death, we've seen 2 Prime Ministers leave. Truss and Jacinda Ardern. This is a greatest hit ever. We will continue to be your single source of truth. Unless you hear it from us, it's not the truth. When you hear politicians say that we're the truth and everything else you hear outside of them is not the truth, that tells you that you live in a Orwellian type belief state. Here she is, the former Prime Minister at a Masonic lodge. And this should lead you to this. There's no doubt that she's a Freemason. The fact that they advertise it like this tells you that she is one of them. And interestingly, the word resign equals 72, if I remember. Because the date of the date that she leaves will be on the 7th of February, which is 7/2 or 2/7. Her message also comes from the solar eclipse, which we see a lot of these. We see a lot of the solar eclipse connections to these rituals. 12 weeks and 3 days from the solar eclipse that occurred in October. The word conspiracy is 1, 2, 3. I wasn't going to put this, but I thought this is interesting. You know, from the 24th of June to 1717, from the founding of the Masonic Lodge. Sorry, this is slow. It's 11,1609 days that the resignation comes from the fighting through Masonry. 1116, a bit like 116, a bit like the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church 116. Sorry for the noise in the background. And the number of weeks from the Masonic Lodge, June 24th, 1717 to the resignation, is 3,666 months. And as I mentioned about earlier, that the number 201, the Jesuit Orders 201, and the 113, we've seen about 3 years. 3 years and 11 weeks. Bullshit's 113, politics is 113, green screen 113. Sorry about that. And I won't mention the word in case it gets me in trouble. And you notice the V word equals 666, and it also equals 1116. And we found those numbers in that date-to-date between June 24th, 1717 and Jacinda Ardern's resignation. So let's just recap. As I mentioned about 201. So the Christ Church to her resignation, 3 years and 311 days, and we also mentioned 201 weeks, and Jesuit Order 201, bullshit 113, politics 113, green screen 113. This whole thing was a script by the numbers. So remember, this is gematria, the practice coded numbers into words, goes back to the Kabbalah. And just want to mention, I was supposed to upload a follow-up of the first video I did on the misconceptions of Russia, because Russia is not against the New World Order. Russia is just another globalist country, so another globalist run New World Order state, just like every other country. They're all part of the same agenda.